And we're gonna walk you through the parts from the front to the back.
This puppy! Justin, you're the type of dude that would vote for Pritzker.
Is that a fucking Chinese quad?
For Gustavo.
I don't give a fuck.
Gustavo cleaned up piss bottles and washed our windows. I gotta take care of him. It's just an oil change. Gustavo.
Bro, you're gonna crack
all of these.
You're gonna crack the drain plug and immediately strip it out. Immediately. Watch. This better be the first and last Chinese thing ever in here.
It's just for Gustavo. He cleaned up piss bottles for me. You were there, Nick. You seen him? Bro, he'll be downtown on this thing by himself in his Spider-Man mask. He'll be like down in the buildings on this. So oil change, and look into why the check engine light is on, because this is a brand new bike. And then he brought a DRZ 50 that needs an oil change and it has 2 flat tires. So we're gonna get him all taken care of first thing when we're done filming our intro or talking points on the 650. And it's Thursday. And Brian's back.
With these, a couple water moccasins.
Those aren't water moccasins.
They're moccasins, whatever. All right, guys, today we are here with the brand new 0 mile 636 stunt build that we just completed. And we're gonna walk you through the parts from the front to the back, as a lot of people have been asking questions about what we're putting on this bike throughout the process. And we've documented quite a bit of it on our channel here. So from the front to the back, we started off with the NDC mirror block-offs. These are really good for giving that fairing that extra little bit of support, and it ties really well in to our on-point stealth stay. Accompanying it up front, we also have steel braided brake lines running all the way up to our 19 RSC front brake. It's a really big master, pretty sensitive, but it's what you want for rolling stoppies on these 636s. It's just a really good combination. Mounted to that is our, of course, Cox clip-ons, which are 50 millimeter. We keep these in stock, and those tied in to our 50 millimeter Cox triple tree as well, with the 6-shop reservoirs accompanying our Motul 600 brake fluid so you don't get that brake fade. Onto the left side of the bike, we have a 1-finger RSC clutch lever. This is a must if you're gonna wanna run a handbrake. It makes the clutch pull a lot easier, and we have a 14 RSC Brembo Master for the rear brake. All this, of course, with steel brake lines and Motul 600 as well. Now, running into the middle of the bike, we have a custom fabbed OEM tank done here locally in Chicago, as well as wrapped by Justin and HT Moto wrapped, so he can do all types of stunts and really practice his tank tricks safely. So speaking of safety, we have a Cox mini cage that we did just have to barely trim the fairing for, but it went on super smooth and we didn't have to cut up these beautiful 0 mile fairings. And when we're on that safety topic, let's also talk your radiator protection. We put an on-point radiator cage on this that has metal stays for your R6 fan and or stock fan on the back, so you can choose whichever one you want. With our middle of the bike as well, we have to do an oil pickup on these modern 636s. As the oil pickup in these is towards the front of the motor, when you go up on a wheelie, it just doesn't like to suck oil very well when you're up here. So it pretty much relocates it down, so when you are in a wheelie, your motor is still getting lubricated and that oil's still moving around. While we're on the topic of protection, we went with an on-point sub cage, but not just a sub cage. This is a whole on-point sub frame, and this went from literally the front part of the frame all the way to the back. It's one piece, it's steel, it's tubular, it's really nice, and tied in all of our rear protection really well, as it also included the 12 bar with the titanium. Really easy, bolted right up. And mounting onto the subframe, we put the Bella stunt seats, which are made locally here in Chicago as well. We upgraded the chain to an RK520 with a 54 tooth rear sprocket in the back, accompanying our NDC rear sets, which you really do need once you start beating the hell out of this thing, as they are so much more sturdy than the stock. We also put a Bassani slip-on exhaust on this thing. It sounds so aggressive, so mean, absolutely love it. We keep these in stock here as well, so if you guys ever need them or anything, they're on our website and we ship them out the next day. And last but not least, the most important part of any stunt bike, the rear handbrake. We went with a 255 millimeter rotor with the NDC bracket with an R6 R1 front brake caliper with the stock foot brake. This is gonna be an awesome combination of street and lot for Peter. So we're really hoping he's gonna enjoy this thing, and something tells me he really will.
Are you gonna be? I hope this is the oil drain, and not some other thing. You gotta ride this thing.
Do more, do another one.
We're not out here doing wheelies, we're out here with Pritzker's Lion Black Kids Are Dying.
Are you gonna ride this sucker?
Yeah.
This puppy?
Justin, you're the type of dude that would vote for Pritzker.
Nicholas. He's gonna flip it or something.
I hope not.
I like this thing. You're great. You're a star, Nick.
Hear how loud she is now? Look, it came apart. Oh, it broke. It fully like broke the fucking exhaust in half. Unless maybe that was just kind of wedged in there to begin with. Ah! We'll wait till that cools down.
A little hot, huh?
I better get my tuchus to the post office.
You look brand new.
Hi, you're probably noticing a drastic difference in my appearance. This is my face. I should probably fix this for Brian. He wants to ride it for the clothing drive ride.
That's not stock.
No, it's a lot of stuff. It's not running though, and it needs tires and an oil change, and it needs to run because I stole parts off it without telling Brian about it. Surprise! So back in the day, my brother and I used to have these, they call them mid bikes. What it was is for like $800 probably back then, they would ship you a 110cc motorcycle like in the mail. It would come to your house. It was like $800. Yeah, it's an X19 Super Pocket Bike frame. That's basically the only thing left other than the plastics that's like a China bike. It's got a Grom motor, Grom swing arm, Grom wheels, Grom front end, forks, bars, controls. The trickiest part about putting a Grom motor in something that doesn't take a Grom motor is going to be your tank situation, because this is just a plastic cover. But obviously with it being a Grom motor, we had to put a fuel pump in there. So Richie had to build a tank that this cover goes over so that we could put a fuel pump in here.
Who did the upholstery?
Bella Upholstery, shout out to Bella.
Bella did that too?
Yep, Bella did that.
I like that. Embroidery.
It's pretty trick, pretty baller stuff right here. Oh, Richie also made this wild shifter for it. It's cool. I like using my big wrenches on these little bikes.
Why'd you shave? For the wedding this weekend?
Yeah, I got a haircut too.
Nice. You got your suit?
I gotta go pick it up.
I gotta fucking get my shit dry cleaned today.
What are you gonna do?
Alright guys, so if you watch me on YouTube, Brian636, you know that I fucking blew my radiator out in Arizona because it was like 1,000 degrees there and I was doing rolling burnouts thinking shit was 50 degrees. So, got a new radiator, and when I'm doing that, my exhaust is finally starting to show its age. So I went and picked up one of these new Bassani slip-on exhausts. I've been really impressed with the quality on them when we put them on a couple of the builds that we've done here, so I wanted to put one on mine. So why not? If you want one, we carry those on our shop as well. Let's dig into it. I want to say this is where our crack was somewhere in here, because when I was at that gas stop in that video, it was like spurting out oil from the back somewhere in here. So it's an OEM radiator. It's fucking 20 years old. It's all fucked up. So we got a good new one over there. I was up editing till fucking 2 in the morning last night.
That was me Monday.
Fucking so tedious.
It is.
Us editors know. So yeah, I tried to throw some JB fucking quick on it at the gas station. It was still spraying out. That's a pretty big gaping hole there. I might have even hit something in the road. I have no idea. Heat shrink this fucking radiator in this goddamn fucking cardboard. For what? Get this thing retrofitted up, I guess, huh? We're just working on all my bikes today, huh? The pocket bike and this? Fucking very unusual. I keep seeing down in the comments too, everyone thinks that new 636 is mine.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, crazy, dude. I got bread like that. Hello.
How much are your t-shirts?
Oh yeah, we sell for 25, yeah.
25?
Yes, sir.
That one that's up there
Yeah, and any of those, yeah.
at 25?
Yep. We sell them and we ship them out every day.
Oh, okay.
Yep, in the morning, Justin will come in and package them all up. Canada, Greece, Italy, all over the world.
Oh, okay.
Motorcycles are a universal language. This is secret sauce right here, man.
Water
If
wetter.
if you're not running this, whether it's water or coolant, you're fucking. The best way to burp any system is just let it run like this. Run for like a minute or two. Don't let it get super hot or nothing, and then just turn it off. And then it'll bubble down, you fill it back up, cap it, good. Do that? I run one of these. This is a high pressure cap. Regular pressure, high pressure. Just helps with overheating. I think this boils over at like 260 or 250 or something like that. This is a 1-to-1, 1-to-6. Take a good video right now, Nick, of what this exhaust sounds like, and then we're gonna throw on the new one. It should only take 2 seconds. Look at this thing though. It's like a track down here. On the back side, came out of the rivet, so I got an exhaust leak back here. I feel it. My RSC was hanging, so it like melted this whole part of my bearing, so I just cut it away.